So good day, I am Reniel Jr. A. Banayo from CE3201 and here is my recorded presentation for our design project. So for problem 1, select the lightest WT4 sheet to be used as a 20 feet long tension member to resist the following service load. Dead load has 20 kips, live load has 35 kips, snow loads have 25 kips, and earthquake load have 50 kips. The connection is 2 lines of bolts through the flange with 3 3/4 inches diameter bolts in each line spaced at 3 inches on center. We use A992 grade 50 steel which have Fy of 50 ksi and Fu of 65 ksi. Assume minimum edge distance as provided by the code. Check all strength limits. So the requirement for this project is the required strength of member, section of the lightest WT4, design strength based on loading using the lightest WT4, the effective net area, design strength based on rupture, design strength based on back shear. So first, isusulat muna natin yung mga given. So L is equal to 20 feet, the load is 20 K, L is 35 kips, S is 35 kips, E is 50 kips, and diameter ng bolt is 3/4 inches and spacing niya ay 3 inches. And the Fy is 50 ksi and Fu is 65 ksi. So dito, sinolve na din natin yung area ng hole which is 3/4 plus 1/8 is equal to 0.875 inches. Then, una, isosolve muna natin yung LRFV load combination. So, PU is equal to 1.4D is equal to 1.4 times 20 and meron tayong value na 28 kips. Next is PU is equal to 1.2D plus 1.6L plus 0.5 LSR is equal to 1.2 times 20 plus 1.6 times 35 plus 0.5 times 25 is 95.5 kips. Next is 1.2D plus 1.6 LSR plus L or 0.5 W. So substitute lang natin yung value, 1.2 times 20 plus 1.6 times 25 plus 0.5 times 35 is equal to 81.5 kips. Next is PU is equal to 1.2D plus 1.0 W plus L plus 0.5 L or S or R, then equals 1.2 times 20 plus 0.5 times 25 plus 0.5 times 35 and equal to 54 kips. Next is 1.2D plus 1.0E plus L plus 0.2S. 1.2 times 20 plus 1 times 50 plus 0.5 times 35 plus 0.2 times 25 is equal to 96.5 kips. Since yung 96.5 kips yung pinaka malaking value dyan sa lahat, siya yung mag-govern. Next naman ay hahanapin natin yung minimum gross area na kailangan natin, na gagamitin natin para magre-resist dun sa required strength ng ating member. So PU over Phi times Fy is equal to 96.5 over 0.9 times 50 is equal to 2.1444 inches squared. And gagamitin natin dito ay WT4 times 7.5 kasi sabi dito ay yung minimum gross area lang natin is 2.144. So titingin tayo din sa ating manual sheet. Ayan. So ang pinaka malapit sa 2.144 ay itong 2.222 na, which is yung WT4 times 7.5, and meron din siyang thickness ng flange na 0.315 inches. Ngayon, i-assume natin na yung U natin ay 0.85. Then ang formula natin para dun sa minimum gross area na kakailangan natin para mag-resist dun sa required strength ng member ay PU over phi times FU times U plus yung estimated na whole area. So 96.5 over 0.75 times 65 times 0.85 plus 4 times 0.875 plus times 0.315 is equal to 3.4313 inches squared. Then for our initial trial, sabi dito na yung minimum gross area natin dapat is 3.4313. So titingin lang ulit tayo sa manual sheet natin. Then itong WT4 times 12, siya na yung may pinakamalapit sa 3.4313 kasi ang gross area niya ay 3.54. So ang gagamitin natin ngayon ay yung WT4 times 12. So itong ating properties ay nakuha lang din natin dito sa ating manual. So depth natin is 3.97 inches. Width ng ating flange ay 6.50. Tapos yung thickness ng flange natin is 0.4 inches. Then yung RY and Y bar natin ay dito natin nakuha. So ang RY natin ay ito 1.61. Then yung ating Y bar naman ay 0.695. So una hanapin natin yung gross section yielding. So yung formula natin ay 0.9 times Fy times yung gross area natin. So 0.9 times 50 times 3.54 is equal to 159.3 kips. Since siya ay greater than 96.5 kips, so siya ay okay. Then sa tensile rupture strength naman, hahanapin muna natin yung ating effective area. So sa paghanap ng effective area, kailangan natin ng net area times dun sa shear log factor. Dun sa shear log factor natin, meron tayong dalawang case na gagamitin, which is case 2 and case 7. So for case 2, shear log factor is equal to 1 minus x bar over L. Substitute 1 minus 0.695 over 6 is equal to 0.8842. Then for case 7 naman, 6.5 is greater than 2/3 ng depth natin. So 3.97. Makukuha natin sagot ay 2.6467. So ang ating shear log factor ay 0.90. Since 0.90 is greater than 0.8842, siya yung mag-govern na shear log factor natin. So una, computin natin yung net area natin ng 3.54 minus 4 times 0.875 times 0.315 is equal to 2.4375 inches squared. Then for the effective area, 2.4375 times yung ating shear log factor na 0.90, so equal 2.1938 inches squared. Then for our design strength, 0.75 times 65 times 2.1938 is equal to 106.9475 kips, and siya ay greater than din sa 96.5 kips. So for our block shear, mag-fail siya ng paganan sa gilid lamang. And so ito is para sa ating shear, ito naman para ito sa tension areas natin. So una, hanapin natin yung gross area ng shear. So 4 times 7 times 0.4 is equal to 11.2 squared inches. Then next ay yung net area niya na 11.2 minus 4 times 2.5 times 0.4 times 0.875. So 2.5 siya kasi ito ay isang hole plus isang hole plus kalahati na hole. So 2.5. Then makukuha natin na net area ng shear is 7.7 squared inches. Then for the tension areas naman ay hanapin lang din natin yung net area which is 4 times 1.5 times 0.4 minus 0.5 times 0.4 times 0.875. So 0.5 siya kasi kalahati lang siya yung ating butas. Then makukuha natin for net area ng tension is 1.7 squared inches. Then meron tayong formula for Rn. So 0.6 times Fu A and B plus UBS times Fu times A and T, or 0.6 Fy AGV plus UBS Fu A and T. So kung anong mas maliit dun sa dalawa, siya yung mag-govern. So isa-substitute lang natin yung mga value dito. So 0.6 times 65 times 7.7 plus 1.65 times 1.7 is equal to 410.8. While yung isa naman is 0.6 times 50 times 11.2 plus 1 times 65 times 1.7 is equal to 446.5. Since yung 410.8 yung maliit, siya yung mag-govern sa atin. So for our formula ng design strength, so 0.75 times 410.8 is equal to 308.1 kips. Siya ay greater than 96.5. So okay din siya. So in conclusion, we can use WT4 times 12 shape in this problem. So in summary, the required strength of member is 96.50 kips. Section of the latest WT4 is WT4 times 12. Design strength based on loading is 159.30 kips. The effective net area is 2.19 squared inches. Design strength based on rupture is 106.95 kips. And the design strength based on block shear is 308.10 kips. Next is for problem 2. For problem 2, use A992 steel which have Fy of 50 ksi and Fu of 65 ksi and select the lightest W shape. Apply the following approach: A. Trial and error, LRFD, ASD, B. AISC design table for 1. So for the requirement of this problem, we have to solve the required strength of member, section of the lightest W shape, check compliance with slenderness ratio, check the lightest section for slender or non-slender elements, LRFD design compressive strength, ASD allowable compressive strength. So ito yung ating figure. Meron tayong dead load na 340 kips and live load na 670 kips. So since ito ay pin end, siya, yung ating K or yung ating effective length factor ay equal sa 1. So una, gaya lang din ng problem 1, isusulat muna natin yung given. So dead load is 340, live load is 670 kips. Then Fy is 50 ksi and Fu is 65 ksi. For the solution, we have to find first the LRFD load combination and ASD load combination. So meron tayong formula na Pu is equal to 1.4D and substitute lang natin yung dead load. So 1.4 times 340 is equal to 476 kips. Next ay Pu is equal to 1.2D plus 1.6L plus 0.5 L or S or R is equal to 1.2 times 340 plus 1.6 times 670 is equal to 1,480 kips. Since siya yung mas malaki dito sa una-un natin, siya yung mag-govern. Then in terms of ASD load combination naman, PA is equal to D, which is 340 kips, or PA is equal to D plus L is equal to 340 plus 670 kips na may value na 1,010 kips. And yung 1,010 kips yung mag-govern kasi ay greater than 340 kips. Then dito naman, sinolve ko na din dito yung effective length ng column natin. So KXLX is equal to 1 times 35 is equal to 35 inches. Then KY1 times LY1 is equal to 1 times 10 is equal to 10 inches. Then KY2 LY2 is equal to 1 times 15 is equal to 15 inches. So, dito sa KYLY natin na mag-govern ay itong 15 inches kasi mas malaki siya dun sa 10 inches. Then, para naman sa lambda r natin, ang gagamitin natin formula is 0.56 times square root of E over Fy and 1.49 times square root of E over Fy din. So, substitute lang natin yung value. Makukuha natin ay 13.4866 and 35.8840. Ngayon naman mag-a-assume tayo ng FCR or yung ating flexural buckling stress. So, 2/3 times Fy lamang. So, 2/3 times 50 is equal to 33 KSI. Then, for the gross area, 1480 over 0.9 times yung ating na-assume na FCR ay 33. So, makukuha natin na gross area ay 49.8316 squared inches. So, sa paghahanap ng W shape na kakailanganin natin, hanap tayo ng malapit dito sa 49.8316 and ang nakita ko ay itong W14 point times 145. Nasa ba yun? Ito siya. Malapit siya sa 42.7. So, W14.145. Then, yung gross area na ginamit natin is 42.7. Depth is 14.8. Thickness ng web natin ay 0.680. Then, sa width naman ng flange natin is 15.5. Then, thickness ng flange natin is 1.09. At para naman sa ating RY and RX, then BF over 2, TF, and H over thickness ng web. Dito din natin siya nakuha. So, width ng flange over 2 times thickness ng flange is equal to 7.11. Then, sa ating H over TW is 16.8 naman. Then, sa RX and RY naman natin ay 6.33 for RX, then for RY ay 3.98. Una, isa-solve muna natin yung KL over R na. Tapos, i-compare natin siya dun sa maximum na KL over R niya na 200. So, 35, substitute lang natin dito yung mga value. So, 35 times 12 is equal to 6.33 is equal to 66.3507. Next natin ay itong para naman sa Y na 15 times 12 over 3.98 is equal to 45.2261. So, since 66.3507 is greater than 45.2261, siya yung mag-govern. So, i-check na natin siya kung papasok ba siya. So, 66.3507 is less than 200. So, okay siya. Dito, inalam na din kung non-slender ba siya or slender. So, since yung 7.11 natin na ito na value is less than 13.4866 na lambda r natin kaganina na ito, siya ay non-slender unstiffened element. Next naman itong 16.8, ito is less than sa ating 35.8814 na lambda r. Nasabi natin na siya ay non-slender stiffened element. Then ngayon naman, hahanapin na natin kung ano yung gagamitin nating flexural buckling stress. So, kailangan lang natin ipag-compare yung 4.71 times square root of E over Fy sa nakuha nating KL over R. So, substitute natin yung E and Fy. So, 4.71 times square root of 29,000 over 50. Makukuha natin is 113.4318. So, siya ay greater than sa 66.3507. Then for FCR na gagamitin natin ay 0.658 raised to Fy over Fe times Fy. So, sa paghanap ng Fe natin, kailangan natin yung formula na pi squared times E over KL over R raised to 2. So, pi squared times 29,000 over 66.3507 squared. So, makukuha natin ay 65.0140 KSI. Then, for our FCR naman, 0.658 raised to 50 times yung nakuha natin na Fe na 65.0140 times yung Fy natin na 50. So, makukuha natin na flexural backplane stress ay 36.2388 KSI. Then, for the design strength, 0.9 times 36.2388 times 42.7 is equal to 1,392.6571 K. So, siya ay less than sa 1,480 kips. Ibig sabihin, mag-fail siya. So, ngayon, magta-trial to ulit tayo. So, una, hanapin natin yung FCR and gagamitin natin yun para sa panibago nating gross area. So, formula natin is 33 plus 36.238. Ito yung ating FCR kaganina or yung flexural backplane stress natin. Then, divide 2. Tapos, is equal to 34.6194 KSI. Then, for the gross area naman, ay itong 1480 over 0.9 times 34.6194 is equal to 47.5007 squared inches. So, parang kagaya lang din doon sa trial 1 kaganina, titingin tayo din sa manual sheet natin kung ano ba yung mas malapit dito sa ating 47.5007. Then, ang nakita ko is yung itong 440 W14 times 176 na mayroong gross area na 51.8 na kalapit lang din ng 47.5007 squared inches. Then, kukunin lang natin yung properties niya. Dito lang din. So, gross area natin is 51.8. Then, Rx and Ry natin ay Rx natin ay 6.423 and Ry natin ay 4.02. Then, BF over 2TF natin is 5.97. Then, H over TW is 13.7. Ngayon, kukunin lang ulit natin yung KL over R natin. So, substitute the value, 35 times 12 over 6.43 is equal to 65.3188. Then, for Y naman, KL over R is equal to 15 times 12 over 4.02 is equal to 44.7761. Then, 65.3188 yung nag-govern kasi mas malaki siya dun sa 44.7761 natin. And, i-compare natin siya dun sa 200. Since siya ay less than sa 200, ibig sabihin, tama tayo. Okay siya. Then, next natin, i-select natin yung slender, yung non-slender or slender siya. Since yung 5.97 natin ito, ayan, is less than sa 13.4866 natin na nakuha dito kaganina, siya ay non-slender and stiffened element din. Then, para naman sa HTW, H over TW naman natin na 13.7 is less than din sa 35.8840. Siya ay non-slender stiffened element. Ngayon, i-identify naman natin kung ano yung gagamitin natin na FCR. So, 4.71 times square root of E over Fy. So, makakuha natin dun ay 113.4318 and nagko-compare natin siya dun sa KL over R na. Since siya ay greater than din sa KL over R natin, ang gagamitin nating FCR ay 0.658 raised to Fy over Fe times Fy. So for our elastic stress, yung formula lang din na gagamitin natin ay pi squared times E over yung ating KL over R squared. So pi squared times 29,000 over 65.3188 squared is equal to 67.0844 KSI. Then for the FCR naman, substitute lang din natin yung mga value. 0.658 raised to 50 over 67.0844 times 50 is equal to 36.6006 KSI. Then substitute lang natin siya dun sa ating para makuha yung design strength natin. So 0.9 times 36.6006 times 51.8. Para sa LRFD natin ay 1,706.3200 kips. So meron siya ay greater than 1,480 kips dito sa LRFD natin. So tama siya. Ganun din sa ating para sa ESD. So 1 over 1.67 times 36.6006 times 51.8, makakuha natin is 1,135.2761 kips. So siya ay greater than din sa 1,010 kips natin kanina. So tama yung ating nakuha na lightest W shape na W14 times 176. Then for AISC design table 4:1 naman, titingnan lang din tayo sa manual sheet natin. Ito. And so for KXLX, since yung 35 is greater than 15, siya yung mag-govern, siya yung gagamitin natin dito sa formula na to. And yung RX and RY naman natin ay ito. So bali 35 over 6.43 over 4.02, ang makukuha natin ay 21.8818. Then ngayon gagawa tayo ng table para makuha natin yung value ng ESD and LRFD. So ayan, ESD and for LRFD. Ngayon itong 21.8818 na to, hahanapin natin siya dito sa part na to. Ayan, since wala dyan yung eksakto na 21.88818 and nandito ay 20 and 22, siya yung nasa pagitan ng dalawa, doon natin kukunin yung value ng ESD and LRFD. So lalagay lang natin sa table yung 20 and 22, then yung value niya na 1,200 and 1,800, then yung sa 22 na 1,130 at 1,700. Ayan. Ngayon, hanapin na natin yung X and Y natin. So, inassume natin na yung X is para sa ASD and yung Y natin is para dun sa LRFD. So, X minus 1,200 over 21.8818 minus 20 is equal to 1,130 minus 1,200 over 22 minus 20. So, makakuha natin na design strength dito ay 1,134.137 kips. So, para to sa ASD. Then, sa Y naman natin, Y minus 1,800 over 21.8818 minus 20 is equal to 1,700 minus 1,800 over 22.20. So, Y natin is, o yung ating design strength for LRFD is 1,705.91 kips. So, kung makikita natin na yung na halos magkasame lang sila ng value, magkalapit lamang sila. Ayan. So, yun lamang po and thank you.